Hey, what it do is the overweight lover, Big FEDDY. You know I'm kicking shit with my dog, Merch Johnson. What it is.
I go tennis like Serena.
I go tinted, weed and beamers.
And we drippin' Aquafina, baby.
I'm fresh right out the cleaners.
I've been trying to change my life, but I can't stay without my Nina.
Told myself I won't sell dope again. I'm serving like it's legal.
I go tennis like Serena.
I go tinted, weed and beamers.
And we drippin' Aquafina, baby.
I'm fresh right out the cleaners.
I've been trying to change my life, but I can't stay without my Nina.
Told myself I won't sell dope again. I'm serving like it's legal.
Big FEDDY, welcome to the show.
What it do, Merch? How you, man?
Man, I'm blessed. Can't. How about yourself, my brother?
I can't complain, man. I woke up this morning, you hear me?
That's fucking right. First, man, I want to appreciate you for coming.
Appreciate you, G.
And you know, and then for all the people who don't know, I'm gonna start the interview off by saying, where are you from?
Man, I'm from North Carolina, the capital, Raleigh, North Carolina. Pool Road to be exact. Long Acres is my neighborhood. Parnell is my strip, you know what I'm saying? I represent the whole South Side, though, you feel me? But specifically, I'm from Pool Road.
So what's your wildest memory growing up on Pool Road?
I don't know, man, you know, Pool Road off the chain. Like, I can't even think of no, like, specific one day, but so many days, it's like a movie. So many days, it's like the movie Friday. That's how my neighborhood is every day. Like, ain't no telling. It's like you wake up every morning and you figure out what happened the night before, and like the whole day unravel like that. So it's just like every day on Pool Road a movie. I do got one story though I do remember. So I got a white boy named Chris. Well, everybody know white boy. Everybody, if you know FEDDY from the city, you know I got white boy Chris always be with me, right? So one day, me and white boy Chris at the spot. We call it the third stove, but everybody call it the spot, right? We at the spot. I go in the stove. Chris go in the store and he got like a raggedy neon that he gotta like basically hot wire every time he wanna drive it. So he don't ever turn it off. So man, one night I walk in the store, he walk in the store, and we hear that little raggedy Nissan go, and somebody done jumped in it and backed out and pulling off. Chris go run and jump on the side of it. So like he getting drugged down Pool Road, right? I go to running. I run to the top of Parnell. Parnell like our strip off of Pool Road. Yeah. I go to run to the top of Parnell, right? At the same time that I get to the top of Parnell, the car is turning on Pool Road. Chris fall off the car and roll in the middle of the street, right? We like, dang, they done got your shit, man. It's over with. Man, the people probably get like another quarter of a mile and the goddamn car cut off in the middle of the street. Me and Chris ran down there and beat they motherfucking ass and got his car back right in the middle of Parnell. So, you know, shit like that happened on Pool Road. It's one of them type of blocks.
Growing up on Pool Road, did you have any siblings?
Yeah, but see, like, all my siblings way younger than me. I got 7 brothers, you know what I'm saying? But all my brothers younger than me, so I'm like I'm the one who tested the water. And I kind of treat all my brothers like my children, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? I feel like I'm their daddy, and I'm going to war, and they know that too. Like you feel me? Like I'm the big brother. They don't want me to know nothing, cause they know how I act. You feel me? But I do. I got 7 brothers, and all mean as hell like me.
Did you ever have any kids?
Did I? A whole bunch. Nah, I'm playing. I got one son, little Sonny, Fat Man 90. Everybody know. My son, I got a son, he's 14, his name's Sonny, and he think he just like his daddy. you know what I'm saying? What else can I say?
Does he know that his father deals with the music industry?
Yeah. He know, he been here from the beginning. Like saying he been 2-3 years old, he been in the studio, he been around it, so you feel me? He respect the game. And it's like a lot of times I gotta keep it gangster with him. Like, you know, your daddy trying to do something unordinary. So like sometimes when you might see other situations with other fathers that's like hands-on in a different way than I'm hands-on, you know what I'm saying? It's because I'm trying to do something different, son. I'm trying to give us the opportunity to have, you know, freedom that everybody don't have. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, my little G respect the game. So, you know, Sonny thugging with me. And that's kind of like the only thing I ever really worried about with this music was like, you know, is it fair to Sonny? Is it fair to, you know, is it fair to all my people? You know, my loved ones, my family, but definitely Sonny. Because, you know, Sonny, he just want his daddy to show up and be daddy. He don't care if I'm rapping. You feel me? That's my ambition and my dream and my connection with my people. You feel me? And so as long as he thugging with me, it's okay.
So at one point, did you get involved in the music industry?
always wanted to do music, man. I mean, like, I don't know. You know how like you don't never, you know how like you when you love something or you passionate about something, you don't really remember the day that it start. Like, I just always loved music, man. And it was like certain people or certain, like I always loved Nas, I always loved Tupac. And I also saw like the influence they had, like how people felt about them. You know what I'm saying? Like they was regular street niggas. They looked like me, but people felt a certain way about them. You know what I'm saying? And people was willing to listen to what they had to say. And I think that captivated my mind real early. And I was interested in music. I was interested in poetry. And my mama was always like supportive of it. She ain't never knock it. She ain't tell me like you can't do it. Like she'll buy me books about, you know, artists that I was, you know, interested in, and she'll buy me CDs and let me go through her CDs. And I just always had a love for it, man. And like, you know, me and my homeboys will freestyle on the table at lunch and battle each other, and you know what I'm saying? Then we just start getting our money together, going to the studio. You know what I'm saying? And eventually I met A-Cash, and from there, you know, went on.
How did you meet A-Cash?
My brother CC, my big brother CC Biz from the hood. He like CC, like I said, I was always interested in rapping, and I always loved music, but I never really fathomed that like I could do it or that regular people did it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit seemed like magic. It seemed like magic to be Michael Jordan, like to be that talented into whatever. You know what I'm saying? But my nigga CC, he was like, come on, we can go record right now. I'm like, what? And we went and recorded right then. And like, it's been on from that day. So CC also introduced me to A-Cash. And A-Cash was a little bit younger than me. But when I first met A-Cash, he was so fluid. You know what I'm saying? Like you be in situations in the studio or around people doing music, and it's like, it's people who in there thinking and trying, and there's nothing wrong with it. But then there's people that is just like, it flow out of them. Like they do it so much, they think about it so much, and A-Cash was like that. I seen it in them. I felt the same way about myself. I don't know what I was or won't, but I felt the same way about myself. And so, you know, we always kind of like, from the day we met, we kind of always stayed around each other, stayed checking for each other. And then finally, me and him had another homeboy named Stacks, a New York nigga. You know how New York niggas is. Always talk you into some shit. Our nigga Stacks, free my nigga Stacks, he was like, shit, we can start a record label, and we gon', you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be the DJ, and you know, he had a whole little plan. And he convinced me and Cash, and we came up with WCMG. You know what I'm saying? And we, you know, put our little effort together, and it became a movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, it grew legs. Like, even, you know, sometime in life, you might want something, you might even have a plan for something. But sometimes just putting the energy into something or make it happen quicker than your plan will. You know what I'm saying? Just genuinely wanting something, genuinely trying. That's why everything ain't about money. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I always get your bread, but sometimes you got to do something because you're passionate about it. Sometimes you got to do something because you feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do stuff like that, a lot of time it just grow legs. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what WCMG was. And it gave me the energy to be right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. You feel me?
For sure. Even as me being an artist, like, I had to respect the WCMG wave.
I appreciate that, dog. I appreciate that, man. And it's like, it became this thing where, man, I go places and people will tell me they WCMG and they mighty, and I'm like, where you is? And I'm like, nigga, this my shit. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never knock it. I respected it. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's why the company, like, even though we don't go by WCMG no more, the reason we say Mighty is because we always used to say the Mighty 2 Cup, because it was so many people that claimed it and was a part of it. So that's why my company now is called Mighty, because it represents like everybody who's been on the journey with us.
What's your wildest WCMG moment?
Man, listen, my wildest WCMG moments is days at the trailer. Like, cause we had a studio on Capitol. You know what I'm saying? We young. This our first, they renting shit out to us. We ain't never paid rent on shit before. We a bunch of hood niggas. But we had a studio on Capitol. We got too much traffic coming at the studio. The studio get closed down. So my dude Slime, Ace, let us come to his house. You feel what I'm saying? Welcomed us in his home. He crazy. I don't know why the hell he did that, but he welcomed us in his home. And like it became like, you know, the zone. It became the studio. It became where most of us slept most nights, most of us ate. We got a bunch of young niggas going in and out, man. But one night, the young boy Marley Savage, it was so many. Like Marley Savage was Mighty, was WCMG, Taterhead WCMG, Snacks was WCMG, Safe was WCMG, Bree was like all the people that's still around me now was all WCMG. You get what I'm saying? But Marley Savage, young DC nigga, he working at the car lot. This nigga steals a car one night and come park it at the studio. So we like, damn, where this young nigga keep getting these cars from? One day, man, the law come up there to get a car from the studio, man. We cuss Marley Savage ass out. So I think about shit like that. I think about like times that we would throw shows and it'd be 30 niggas there with the same t-shirt on. And just like how we walk in and captivate the crowd. And you know what I'm saying? It's like little moments and slivers like that, even though we didn't all the way have it figured out, I knew we had something. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was special. I knew like, yo, if you figure this thing out, this shit gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think when I think about WCMG. Like all those little sparks of moments where I seen the magic. You feel me?
So at what point did you meet FIU Snacks?
Man, I mean, I've been to Fat Boy. Like I said, Fat Boy was part of WCMG. He was Mighty. But at the point in time, you know, they was focused on FIU. You know what I'm saying? And we was working on songs. We worked on their album. You know what I'm saying? All of that. And then, like I said, with WCMG, it was so much energy and so many young niggas with ambition that we couldn't tame it. You feel what I'm saying? It got out of hand, and it's kind of like shit that burns so bright burn out. And it kind of got to a point where it burned out, and I think everybody was trying to like figure out their next move and figure out what they wanted to do. And me and Snacks just kind of ran into each other one day. Like I hit him one day like, man, what you doing, fat boy? And he like, I ain't doing shit, Fetty. I'm like, man, pull up at the studio. And we did this song called Pull Up. And shit was fire. I'm like, okay, you know, this shit something, right? So probably like 2 days later, he called me like, what you doing? I'm like, I ain't doing shit, man. He like, yo, I just met this girl. She got a studio. I'm like, word? He like, yeah, pull up. And it happened to be my homegirl Cece, RP Cece, man. And like, we went in that day and we started recording. We recorded this song called Weak. And from then it was that same feeling like that I had with Cash that time. Like, oh, this something. You know what I'm saying? This feel a certain way. And we just stayed in there. We stayed in that studio for probably like 2-3 weeks, just recording. And at the end of those 2-3 weeks, we had Overweight Lover World Tour. And you know, I guess the rest is history. That's where the Overweight Lovers was born. You know what I'm saying? And my girl Cece, like Cece was a baby genius. The first day I met Cece, you know what I'm saying? She was like, Fetty, I like you. I like your style. I'm gonna make you rich. And I bust out laughing. I'm like, this girl crazy, right? But like after we met Cece, like we got the LLC, we went and got the studio, and we got on the road. You know what I'm saying? So it was just another one of those moments where it's like the magic happened. Like we ain't necessarily planned it like that. We ain't think it was gonna go that way, but just us like being in our place doing what we supposed to do,
right? Something
happened for us. You know what I'm saying?
So what's your fondest memory of Snacks?
Man, listen.
I know it's hard to ask.
The Fat Boy, man. It's the same thing like with Fat Boy, man. Me and Fat Boy used to argue all the time. I'm a vegetarian. This nigga want to eat everything. Like we go to the mall, supposed to be getting outfits. He want to go to the food court. Nigga, we been here 10 minutes. As soon as we go to the food court eat, now you want to leave. You don't even want to find no damn outfit. So me and him be arguing like a motherfucker. Nigga always used to want to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Always. Like as soon as we get in the car, this nigga go to sleep. Don't ever want to drive. We probably yaps. I had to tell him like, yo, don't pop this shop and get too turned. Like, I just, you know, my nigga was like, Snacks was like my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like beyond the music, he had just always like, he was like a brother, man. He was like family. The conversations were like family. He'd call me just to check on me. Like, and you know, when you live your life thugging, and once you get to a certain age, niggas don't call to check on you.
That's a fact.
Niggas don't call to just see how you doing. And that's just how, like, that's the relationship we had. Matter of that, like, that was the last conversation that we had. Like, it was a Wednesday. I think I hadn't talked to him since Friday. And he called me. And, you know, I'm thinking, like, first of all, when he get on the phone, he gonna say something ignorant as soon as he get on the phone. But this day, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? This day, he was just like, what up with you, Fetty? So I'm like, what's good? And he like, nothing, man. I just called to check on you. And I'm like, what you mean? What the hell you got going on, fat boy? He like, nothing, man. I'm just sitting here chilling, man. I thought about you. I just called to check on you. And I was like, word? He was like, yeah. I was like, well, I'm good. I'm like, how you doing? He like, shit, I'm fine. And, you know, I was in the middle of doing something, so I ain't even go in depth in the conversation. And I was like, all right, well, I'll check on you later. I'll hit you later. And that was the last conversation that I had with him. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing it was going to be the last conversation I had with him. But literally, he just called to check on me. And like I said, we talked every day damn near. And when we talk, he always say something ignorant. We talk for hours about crazy shit. We talk about music. But this day, he didn't have that energy. You know what I'm saying? My nigga was calm this day. And he was just like, I just called to check on you, Fetty. And like I said, when I realized he ain't had nothing poignant to say at the moment, me being in the rush of life, I kind of just blew it off. Like, all right, fat boy, I'll hit you later. And like, not realizing like, yo, this really the last conversation I'm gonna have with my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I always think about this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just take 2 seconds for a nigga. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
So I heard you got a new tape out.
Yo, hell yeah. It's still real, you feel me? Like I said, after I lost Snacks, man, you know, of course I feel like, okay, I gotta do it. I gotta, cause me and him done made so many promises to each other, but at the same time, it's like, your energy be gone. Your feeling be gone, you know what I'm saying? But, man, I had that I'm So Raleigh on my computer, man, and I kept listening to it, and a couple people was like, man, I want to hear that I'm So Raleigh. But, like, I don't got access to all the Snake stuff, so I couldn't put it out on his thing. The only way I could really put it out is if I put it out with my stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that was kind of my inspiration, like, okay, I'm gonna put out another project just so I could put out I'm So Raleigh. And, you know, I wanted to call it I'm So Raleigh, but at the end of the day, like, shit, this shit big, you feel me? Like, you already know, merch. This shit playing everywhere. So I was trying to think of something that still incorporated the feeling, man. And I just thought about it's still real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, all the promises we made each other still real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the dream still real, the hustle still real, the grind still real, the struggle still real. We still thugging for real, you know what I'm saying? The money still real, jewelry still real, you feel me? The love still real, you feel me?
The love definitely still real.
So, you know, it's still real. That's my new project. It's got 8 songs. And what I basically did, like, I did it like how me and Snacks used to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just start calling people to the studio. Like, yo, this what I got, jump on this, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, it was all family, you know, merch up there, you feel me? Lil Groove up there, Jacko up there, you feel me? Safe up there, Turk up there, Breed up there, you know, the family up there, you feel me? Cash up there, you feel me? So, like, I just went and got, you know, the extended family. And I still got more songs in the cut, but you know, man, I had to do what I could do. You feel me?
Yeah,
Sometimes when you planning some shit, it get too big for your hands and then you don't execute it all. So, you know, I grabbed what I could. We got with Manny. We got that thing sounding right, you know what I'm saying? And it's still real. It's 8 songs. I'm So Raleigh up there. And the rest of the things bangers. You already know. You know how we doing it. You know what I'm saying?
What song would you say you dropping first?
The first single is OKKK featuring FIU Safe, featuring my dog Turk. And I mean, all of them singles, if you ask me, you know what I'm saying? I made a point where like I want every song to be a single. But OKKK was just off of the feeling of me as Snacks and that I'm So Raleigh feel. It kind of gave us a little bit of that FIU feel. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the fans to feel that. I wanted Safe to feel that. I wanted Turk to feel that, and I kind of wanted to feel it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why we jumped out there with that OKKK first. But I think everybody gonna like it. I think everybody it's giving what it's supposed to give. You feel me? And it's just another tribute to my nigga. You feel me?
That's a fact. One of my personal favorites on the song or the tape is Freak Hole with you and Jacko.
Yeah.
That's
hey,
crazy.
Listen, look, cuz, hey, listen.
Crazy.
Freak Hole. First of all, when I heard that sample, of course I thought about Project Pat. So that's what I was already playing with. And I had already been chopping it up with Jacko, like we gonna do something. And I just knew he was gonna bring the energy. Jacko young, he wild, like he got all the, like if Jacko would have been at the right age at the right time, Jacko would have been WCMG. Jacko would have been Mighty Mighty. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like he the next wave, he the next generation. So you feel me? Like brought him in there, and then we let Breed, the professional, come and close it up. You feel me?
For sure. I think Jacko has a real distinct voice. It's euphoric in a way.
Jacko got a real distinct voice, and Jacko got an energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a lot of times presence mean more than lyricism sometimes. You get what I'm saying? I used to, when I was younger, I used to want to be the illest rapper. Like I wanted to be the most lyrical nigga in the world. And sometimes the most lyrical nigga don't get heard. Sometimes the most lyrical nigga don't get felt because people trying to decipher your rhymes instead of understanding your rhymes. And I kind of I want this shit to be like baby food. I want this shit to be the easiest to digest that it can be. And I feel like Jacko kind of naturally got that energy. He understands that. Like, just give them what they could feel. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to try to show them you super smart. You ain't got to try to belittle them with your intelligence. Like, just give them what they could feel and they going to connect with it, bro. You feel me? So, my boy Jacko, he going out of here. You hear me?
That's a fact. Since we on the subject of North Carolina hip-hop music, which North Carolina artist that you haven't worked with that you would work with? Or would want to work with in the future?
I don't really like to play politics, merch. Whoever talented, whoever working, whoever, ambitious, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoever got love for this thing for real and they really want to succeed in it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, like I said, I work with anybody, but I want to work with the people who consistent. I want to work with the people who passionate about it, who willing to invest in themselves. Like, I'm willing to work with anybody like that.
For a young artist who's just starting out, what kind of advice would you give them?
Be consistent, man. First of all, do due diligence. You know what I'm saying? When I say due diligence, I mean like if you love rap, first of all, if you don't love rap, don't do it. If you don't love music, don't do it, because like the thought of like, oh, I'm just gonna be famous and rich and popular, like that's realistic, but it's also unlikely. You know what I'm saying? It's a possibility. You might never see that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be willing to do it. If that ain't the outcome, you got to be willing to do it just because you love it. You got to be willing to do it just because you want to spread the message. You got to be willing to do it just because you're passionate about the music. That's the first thing I say. If you don't feel like that, go and get out the way. Because it's easier ways to just make money and get famous, and you can get on the internet act like a nut today and get famous. So like,
true indeed.
If you ain't passionate about the music, don't even do it. But if you are passionate about the music, if you do love it, just be consistent at it at whatever level you at. If you ain't really got the money to invest in yourself, like I said, inform yourself. Listen to a lot of different music, watch interviews, write rhymes every day, write songs every day. You know what I'm saying? And then get you a job, get you a hustle, save that money. And when you get that money, invest in yourself, because like you could be the most talented person in the world, but if don't nobody see it, they ain't gonna know. So that's what I would tell any artist. Like, invest in yourself with your time, your energy, and your money. Like, invest in yourself, believe in you. If you think you hot, eventually somebody else will think you hot too. You know what I'm saying?
So where can the people find you?
Hey, listen, man, you can find me on Instagram at OVL Big FEDDY, OVL _ Big FEDDY. And you can find me on Facebook at FEDDY Futuristic. You can find me on YouTube at Mighty Ent. You can also always find me at mightyent.com. You can go to the FEDDY Shop HQ, get you some merch, get you a Southside hoodie. You can watch the documentary about my partner, FIU Snacks, Larger Than Life. Other than that, man, tap in with a real one, man. Already know, for the real niggas and the bad bitches worldwide. Mighty.
Well, there we have it, man. Big FEDDY, appreciate you for coming through, my brother.
I appreciate you, man. Rock with me. You hear me?
KIKN SHYT, episode 4.
OKKK
cake. No, I